Well, hello friends. Today we are going to work on making a port and just like the background picture here might tell you, it's going to be nyancat related. So that was probably too broad, but there's a little nyancat in the terminal program written by another madman operating system developer named K. Lang of Tuaru OS fame. So we are going to port this to Serenity. Now, I've had this running in Serenity before, but it was like a totally hacked up version that I messed around with so much just to get it to build. So we're just gonna try to do a proper port, make a port script, and put it in the tree so that anyone else with Serenity can build it and run it as well. And I haven't seen it running in forever, so that'll be fun. Maybe you've never seen it running. Anyways, so the ports tree in Serenity is small, but we're about to add another port. So look at that. Now we have one more port. I'm not going to count them. You count them. So the way that the ports work is that I guess we can grab the bash port as an example. So it's these simple little shell scripts, and actually the bash one is kind of complicated, but let's copy that one and we'll simplify it. So there are two ways of acquiring sources for a port. You can either fetch with git, then we use this run fetch git command, and you can also fetch a tarball. Then I think it's something like run fetch web. But in our case, we're just going to use git, just because it's a bit easier in this case. Maybe there's a tarball of it somewhere, but I don't care. We'll build bleeding edge because why not? Okay, so we're probably going to need some patches, but we're going to have to figure out what those patches are before we do this. Now, I don't think that we can see right here. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be using auto tools. So here we'll just, I think we have to do something, because if we do this, then the shell will complain. So we'll just do that. And then these are just hacks for bash. And yeah, so this is basically the most bare bones port script for a Git program. So we'll try to run it and we'll see what happens. Okay, so it downloaded fine and then built fine, but then we got some permission denied because it's trying to install it directly into user bin. That doesn't seem very hygienic. So what does that actually do? Oh, well, that's just silly. So what we normally do is we pass destdir, because that's what auto tools based builds use. So like you say a destdir, and then that will override the installation prefix basically. So let's see, let's just edit the make file. So we'll say, we can just add it here. This will be our little patch. I guess the same here. And we should probably make sure that those directories exist also. So let's do that. And this one. Okay, so I think that's cool. Now we have a patch here, right, in the nyancat directory. So we'll just put that in the port directory. Oh, by the way, like, I don't know if you noticed that when I build a port, then it just creates a subdirectory with like the source checkout of that port. So that's what I'm entering here. And it's just a git checkout, so I can do git diff, right? And then I'll save that in the port directory as Serenity changes patch. And then we edit the port script so that it says run patch Serenity changes.patch p1. Okay, then we try to run it again. Okay, so now everything worked. And we can go to the Serenity directory here. So after you build a port, then you have to make sure that it's installed. Now you can either do a full build with makeall, or if you just care about making sure that the port shows up in the disk image, then you can just only run the sync script. And what that will do is just create a new disk image and copy everything into it again. So then we'll just run the system and we'll try to run this program. Nyancat. Exec format error. I think I don't have file, do I? Do I have readelf? Wow, does that work? Oh, it did kind of work. It's really loud too. I feel like maybe these are a little. Yeah, we need some fixed printf here. But this does not look like something we can run. It's built for Linux, right? So I'm guessing that this thing right here, if we file that, it will tell us that it is a 64-bit dynamically linked Linux program. So it looks like we are not building with the Serenity compiler. So let's see, what would this do? It would just go into the source directory and then just do cc. Okay. So I guess it uses this makefile here, and it builds like this. So it calls cc, which we can override if we like. All right, so maybe the port system should override. So this is the port system itself. This is a very, very fancy script. So let's see, we'll have run make, which has make opts. Maybe we should put some cc here. So I'm just thinking, where do we want to export the cc? Maybe here, honestly. Would that work? You can just put these out and then everyone can pick them up. It's very simple, but would this just work? Yeah, they came through right here. Okay, so we see that now it's been built with the Serenity GCC. So then we'll run sync again here and try to run the thing again. So it's nice if we can avoid changing the nyancat program sources as much as possible. Okay, well, we definitely got a cat and Pop-Tarts intact and everything, but then we are asserting in the printf implementation. That sounds like it's our fault for sure. So that's on line 355. So oh yeah, right. So this is an assertion we added recently for catching if we try to printf with some type of format specifier that we haven't implemented yet. So this one is actually extremely unhelpful because it crashes indeed, but it doesn't tell us what was the thing that we couldn't handle. So I guess it would be nice to just dump that out here. Maybe this is annoying because I don't want to call printf from here. let's try it this way. And I mean, I can call debug printf. Actually, that's probably fine. Printf internal unimplemented format specifier. And what are we switching on here? Star P. All right. Then we'll do a full build so that we can get a new loop C, and then debug printf. It's not declared in the scope. Can we do this then? Do we have debug here? No. Can we get it? Be nice if we could use debug here, actually. Because it's a silly thing to die for, but I guess we still want to know what it is. Because one problem that we were having with this was that we would get some unimplemented format specifier, and then the default behavior was just to do nothing, and then we didn't pop anything off the stack. So then when we would pop the next thing, so say that we have some unimplemented %, and then we have a %s, then we would try to print the wrong argument as a string, basically. So there's probably a way to avoid this. Like you can just pop the right number of arguments. Maybe that's 1. But we didn't think much more about it than this. We just added an assertion so that we can catch these. But we forgot to add an assertion that also tells us which one it was. So I should get that now. All right. So unimplemented format specifier dot. Oh. Okay. So let's look for printf. I mean, we can look for printf with a dot. A lot of dots. %d. Oh wait. Oh yeah, it's this one for sure. So yeah, so we don't support this type of thing. Probably should, but I'm not going to implement that right now. So we're going to be cheap here and just do a patch. So we'll change this to %d. And now we have a little more changes. One change to the makefile and one to the nyancat.c. But maybe this can be enough. So we'll put this in Serenity changes.patch, and we'll build it again. Okay, and then we'll install it. Dude, I remember it last time I fixed up this program to make it run. There were like so many changes. Look at that, she runs. Although this number here doesn't seem very right. So what were we actually trying to print? What is diff? Is it double? Oh, yeah, right. So I guess we should do this. Oh wait, now I'm in the wrong directory. Hold on. Here we go. And then at some point we should probably implement a little bit better double and floating point support in printf, but not right now. And look at that, she counts. How cool is that? Let's resize it. Oh, look at that. let's make it transparent. Oh, wow, the slowdown. Still though, that's pretty cool. All right. Awesome. So I think we have something to commit here. So let's see what we got. Oh yeah, first let's do the printf change. So printf implementation, some formatting changes here sneaking in. I don't love that. But I don't love that they were completely wrong formatted previously either. You know what? I'm going to tolerate it this time. When printf doesn't know how to insert on unsupported specifier, specify which one. We were asserting without saying why. That's a bit unhelpful. Okay. Okay, and then we had in the force tree this change here where we export the compilers before we run make. Maybe we should do that generally. Thinking like maybe we should do it this way. It does feel a little bit weird, but I think maybe it makes sense. That's a fast port, by the way. Okay, so let's do that one. So we'll say ports always export certainties GC and G++ in the port build environment. And build environment set CC and CXX. Wait, did we use the right compiler here? Yeah. Export the appropriate for all port commands. To all port commands. Okay, and then let's add. Let's go in nyancat and we'll say remove the build directory. We'll add nyancat. We'll say ports. Add nyancat port. This is a cute little program for testing out your color, your terminals, color support, and it also works pretty well as a general stress test. Cool. All right, so let's build it one more time. Zoom. There we go. And just go to my Serenity directory here. Well, apparently I'm building everything from scratch instead of just syncing, but it will be fine. And let's see it. Boom, nyancat. Pretty cool. All right, so I think that's going to be it for today's video. Just a little different one where we port something. I like doing these sometimes. So I hope you saw something interesting here. And hello again to all the new subscribers. Nice to have you here. I will we'll see you guys next time. Bye.